Welcome to the Puck and Stoner Dad Show with your hosts, Ginger Claus and Dusty. We are now on Spotify and Apple Podcast. Music by Burning Bridges. Subscribe, like.
Hello and welcome to the Puck and Buds recap with the Puck and Stoner Dads. I'm Ginger Claus over here, Dusty's over there, and Dusty, we've got an overtime win.
We did.
We've got another Matty Natty Hattie.
Yep.
That's his fifth this season.
Fifth, yep. And then almost another blown performance that he plays unreal.
Yes. Let's get to that. Another blown lead, 3-1. It was 3-1. Tweets incoming.
Yep. And they blew it.
And I was cursing all night, to be honest. Like, you wouldn't understand, all right? I'm going to rant about something on the East Coast real quick.
Let's hear it.
You wouldn't get it. It's called blackouts.
Okay.
It's called blackouts. I don't think they affect you, eh?
Oh, you know what? Funny you say that. Because I use IPTV for because it's just way cheaper. It's $20 a month. I get whatever movie I can think of, all kinds of TV. Anyway, I go to my TSN feed and it pops up saying it's blacked out for me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I live 90 minutes from Toronto. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I think it might have been because the server was somewhere else. The server might be in another province. But still, like, the blackouts.
Okay,
How are you gonna grow your game? How are you gonna grow your game outside like these regions, man?
Yeah, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah,
and I pay for Sportsnet, and Saturdays you're guaranteed the game plays. Any other day of the week, you're like kinda. It might work.
Make it accessible. Make the games accessible for people.
Yeah, because like tonight, I'm on webcast, I think it's called, and the first period flawless. The second period, I had to run to the shop because my wife wanted a tea, so I'm watching it there. Yeah, and I'm just chilling there watching it while she's with customers, and it's running flawlessly. Leafs are up 2-1. I get home. My buddy tells me it's 3-1. Cool. We put it back on, and every 2 minutes, you're refreshing because it's giving you the spinning wheel of death saying this game will not load. So you have to exit, reboot. What's that?
I said I was having some of those problems too. I ended up switching over. I use I'll send you the site I use. I don't want to say it on here per se, but I ended up switching over to the away feed, and it was better. And the band, they put on such a good broadcast.
Always, the away feed's always better.
It was an NBC Philadelphia one, so yeah, it was a little bit biased towards them, but man. A lot of the time, they still give Toronto more credit than
they give Toronto more credit than Sportsnet would dream of.
Yeah, and I'm not trying to be they need credit and blah blah blah. I don't care, but just to constantly find it's like they find the most embarrassing stat sometimes. Tonight, TSN's not that bad for it. I think TSN does a fairly good job compared to Sportsnet. Holy shit, fried moment there.
That's okay. It's the Stoner Show. So, first thing I got on my list, Samsonov. Yeah, he kind of like. Okay, so he had a good game, more or less. He stopped more than he let in. He had some pretty good saves. Some saves that, were normal, easy ass saves that usually he'd find a way to let in. He did all right. But he was so lost in his crease. He pushed towards the puck and he'd end up at the hash marks. Heart attack all night for me.
Yeah. 100%.
It was like he had wheels on the insides of his pads, and as soon as he went butterfly, he was just kicking like, lay off the armor all, man. Stop shining them up. You're making them so they're fucking slick.
Yeah.
And our defense sucks.
I do agree. Without Mo, man, it really does you really see the hole. Like,
yes.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he's pushing out of his crease and he's getting lost, but at the same time, he's alone and there's one guy there with the puck on him or two.
He's really the only shot, though, man. He's all we have. Like, unless they do make a significant trade for a goalie, they might. Who knows? I don't think the deadline's really the time to go for a goalie, right? Because you're expecting a goalie to learn a whole new defensive system. I'm going to run.
That's the thing. A goalie trade is such a gamble because, like,
yeah,
look at Matt Murray going from Pittsburgh to Ottawa. Switches systems, and it was like, whoa.
Well, Matt Murray was a little bit on the downfall with Pitt. Look at
Markstrom, same year. Trade on the same year. Markstrom going to Calgary. He struggled a lot in the beginning.
Yeah, he did.
A goalie getting in. Good year. Yes. It takes a lot to get used to a different system. It takes a lot to get used to 6 new buddies. Me and Fulton will tell you all day, a defensive goaltending fucking relationship is a pretty weird one.
Oh, yeah, and you have to, man. I played defense, and I was that way too. Like, you had to have that clear communication with your goalie.
I had defense I was ready to go. Yeah, I had defense teammates I was ready to go gay for, and guys I wouldn't fucking look sideways at on the ice. Like, they were just trash.
Yep. So
anyway.
Yeah, we got now. So first period.
Bad period.
I was just gonna say I don't know what to say besides oof.
Ow.
Kind of the first.
It was like we opened up that game in St. Louis. Fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
Book was on my headphones. It just yanked them out of my ears. Okay, so we had that game in St. Louis, and everyone was like, holy fuck, if we play every game like that this season in the first period, we're going to win the cup. And then it was like, geez, we're not going to do that again.
No. Like
full 60?
So watching the first goal, man, like that was such a blown cover on Sanheim. Like Sanheim just walked in.
And
ran the net, and man, like Philly was doing it all night. They're exposing Toronto that way, like how easy it is. I was noticing that, like they're charging the net and crashing the net, and they didn't know how to respond to it.
No, Philly's a different kind of monster. I like it though.
Yeah.
If I wasn't a Leafs fan, I might be a Philly fan.
I was kind of thinking the same thing.
I like it,
dude.
They've got that sandpaper and Konechny. Like, bring them to Toronto, man.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like he's the one that forced the turnover on the Sanheim goal.
Oh man, he's magic. He's got the mitts, he's got the shot, and he can fuck you up. Why wouldn't we have that in Toronto? There was Konechny to Toronto rumors last year. Nope, that couldn't happen. I'd do it.
I would too. Man, I would love that. A connect knee, dude. Think how much
All
damage that
day.
guy can do. Yeah.
All day. Someone touches
Like,
Matthews, connect knee. Put them on a line together.
dude, all that, man, I'm still like, still a whole other topic. Last time we were even talking about sticking up for each other was, well, we didn't get to the one, when was the last game? Tuesday?
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah, we didn't get Tuesday, but the last one was the Sens game right after the Morgan Riley
Yeah.
incident. And I don't know, you still want to see the toughness go out throughout the team.
Yeah.
One thing that kind of bugged me, someone pointed out, and man, I see it now, and it was like holy shit. You notice how like Domi was right in there right away, right? With him.
Yeah.
With Mo.
Yeah.
Matthews on the ice, slow get over there. Marner, like, holy shit, what was he wait? Did he wait for an Uber to get there?
Actually, the Uber's still stuck in Toronto traffic.
Apparently. Like, that's what it was. He got stuck in traffic trying to get to the fucking scrum.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's holy Jesus Christ. I am a mess. I gotta stop smoking every whistle. But that's something that pisses me off. Like when Marner first came into the league, I was such a Marner fanboy. He had those fucking nifty little moves and shit. I was like, yeah, he's cool as fuck. But like every time I see him fucking watch a scrum from afar, it just makes me wish I could punch him in that fucking spoiled face a little more.
Oh,
Anyway,
I got a
shouldn't have
bit of
said
a
that.
theory. Do you think it's the number that Marner wears that makes people kind of think that way?
You mean like comparing him to Tucker?
60. No, 60. Exactly. You knew exactly what I'm getting at. That's why we're the Stoner Dad. Is that what it is? Is it us guys that grew up, that generation of
You see 16, you're like, wow,
Tucker?
16's
Yeah.
in there. Like, you see people wearing 28, and that's what they do.
Taitomi, right? Like, and that's why I think Max chose to go with 11. Right? I'm sure that's probably why he didn't want his dad's number.
Yeah, I'm like, does 11 have a significance to him, or is it just closest thing to 13? Because I know he wanted 13, but you can't do it in Toronto.
Yeah, I think it was that.
Okay. Because, like, the only person we had what? Antropov and then Nolan, and, like, who was 11 besides that?
You said Andropov and Nolan?
Yeah.
What, Jay Clement, maybe? I think that was the last one I can think of.
Yeah, I don't think it's a no in Nolan's significance.
But
He had
yeah,
what? A 3-month stint with us?
pretty much, yeah.
You don't see many
He
people
was so
saying
good. Yeah.
their favorite career Leaf is Owen Nolan.
Yeah, true. So, as we said, yeah, the first period was kind of a shit show.
Trash. And then the second period made up for that.
Did it though? Or was it Austin Matthews that made up for it? It
was Austin Matthews. It was the Austin show. That's the thing, though. Like, how many times does this kid have to get a hat trick? And, like, in the back of our minds, we're still there. We're like, is it a wasted hat trick?
Yeah.
Like, we've been wasting this guy's hat tricks since his first fucking game when he scored 4.
Yeah. Not even just hat tricks, like anything, milestone games and shit like that for him. And, like, it's like, man, come on,
like how many curses is there against the Leafs?
Is it curses?
Can we undo them all?
I don't think it's curses, man. I think that's like, I don't know. I think it's using it kind of as an excuse, like it's like you're not going to win every game. You're
No,
going to
you
have
can't.
stinker games, and you're going to have stinker games. That is going to happen. It'd still be nice to see our bottom 6 guys produce a little bit more still.
Yeah.
And it sucks seeing Bert.
Oh man, the net must look like a golf fucking.
Yeah. Shadow says how
Shadow.
you keep ruining Matthews. I'm so glad that other people see that kind of shit too, right? Like, because it drives me nuts when I'm like, okay, am I the only one that just thinks that? Am I like this, so it's like fucking like nuts and always worried about this team? But
the Leafs could win a cup with Austin Matthews, and I swear he would drop it as soon as they put it in his hands.
Well, even Matthews Shadow just says, I want to see Matty score a Hattie and not have to worry.
That's what I'm saying, Shadow. The fucking he scored his third, and I was like, fuck. Shit.
Yeah.
Cocksucker. Like, there we go. It's going to be 3. I told my buddy who was here, I said, it's going to be 3-3 before the end of the third. He's like, oh, yeah, are you sure? I was like, there's a show tonight after the game. Of course it's going into overtime.
Oh, yeah. And the first watch along we do was against Ottawa. Yeah.
Shadow better be at the next one.
Yeah. It makes up for it, though, right? Like, I think the next watch along, I don't know if I'll get home in time on Saturday. I gotta wait for dinner. We can maybe do that.
Ooh.
We're
kissy.
It's a big family dinner. That's tomorrow night at dinner.
Oh, no kissing then. No, don't be kissing Grandma. I don't know. There's places in New Brunswick that do that, but not where I'm from. I like Tortorella's suit tonight.
Yeah.
Very. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, but man, like, talk about a coach that can come in somewhere and absolutely just make a huge difference.
If you could have any coach come into Toronto and take over right now, who would it be and why is it John Tortorella?
I don't know if it's John Tortorella. I don't know, man. I look at how Bruce Cassidy played the team at the All-Star game, and I think he would be great fit for Toronto.
Yeah, but I don't think he's leaving Boston. Ever. He's going to be the Greg Popovich of the Boston Bruins. Get Dora out of their passion. Nope. I think he's pretending to be Torts. I think that's him trying to be Torts. Scotty Bowman. There we go. Okay, he's not having Tourette's. There we go.
Scotty Bowman would be a great choice. If you could, yeah. Like, if you could go, like, anyone?
Anyone?
Yeah.
Oh, my headphones tonight.
There you're back. You popped out for a second.
I popped out for a second?
Yeah, you like left and came back in quick.
You left and came back in too.
Oh,
both of us had a spinning wheel of death.
Row.
We're still alive.
Mm.
It's not like that one time.
No. Fuck. That was sweet at the time. So we got
Here's a question for you.
Yeah, see, the issue we had with Babs was he was always given teams who were there. He's had nothing but a minor league coach. I think he's like talking about like
teams were already good.
Yeah,
teams were already good, and Babcock showed up.
Yeah,
which he's right, you know.
Yeah, he is.
Well, it's Shadow, right? He doesn't usually say anything stupid.
Well, sometimes, but just kidding with you, Shadow. But like what? But what a performance! So Matthews had 3 goals in 7 minutes. I think the broadcast said. I believe it was.
Wait,
7 minutes and something.
yeah, 3 and 7. Yeah.
That was pretty sick.
Yeah, it was insane.
Yeah.
Like I saw the goal. I saw a goal, and then my stream cut out, and then as I was kicking back in, the other goal happened.
Yeah. Like,
and I could just see the celebration. I was like, holy fuck, that was quick. And then it was like 3-1. I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's almost unfair how fast he can release that puck.
Yeah, and he releases. Man, they're releasing the puck different these days.
Yeah,
like,
they are.
It's from the hip.
Yeah, or in close.
Yeah,
in close around the ankle.
Yeah.
Like right around their ankle. Yeah, it's... I know. I was actually... I had a goalie in... like, for a drive test. And I'm pretty sure he's telling me he plays, like, college level.
Okay.
And we were talking, I'm like, man, like, it's got to be so hard right now to be a goalie. Like, with the
to judge a
that
shot.
they have now. Yeah, like, that's what I said. Like, the sticks make it so unpredictable. Like, it has to make it sort of. He's like, you have no idea. Like, it is. Like, you don't know where that puck's going.
Oh, I tell Cedric every day when he's fucking serious about goalie now. And he does like probably 2 hours a day, just YouTube drills where he stands in front of the Tor, Blad, Toe.
TDR about Bod, Toe Drag with I think that's supposed to be Shorzy.
Nah, TDR is the Chippy.
Oh,
it's on his hat. Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Shadow says, I don't know why people aren't here. Everyone's sleeping on yo.
Wow. People here, East Coaster and Ontario guy, and they just think another woke fucking... fuck. I lost my train of thought, though.
Welcome to the fucking Stoner Dad Show. With your host. So,
fuck it. Matthews, it was right there.
So Matthews, 45 goals on the year. Yeah. So we're talking about Matthews on his release. That told you
5 away from 50. How many games has he played?
51.
I guess Fish was right.
Goals in 51 games is like, wow.
It's quite a feat. Imagine if he got 51 and 51, though. People would be talking about that for generations. We'd be the team that scored 51 and 51 and still found a way to lose half those games.
Right?
Oh, yeah, what I was going to say was Cedric, when he's doing his YouTube drills, he stands in front of the TV and some guy talks about all the things you got to do, and he's in there doing his butterfly and kicks and stuff. And then, like, he'll go and watch all these crazy shots. And I tell him every day that I am glad I'm no longer a goaltender. Like, I remember, when Buddy was behind the net, you had to worry about the people around your net and a wrap around. You didn't have to worry about the puck flying over the net and being batted back in. You didn't have to worry about Buddy putting the puck on his stick and then carrying it through the air and wrapping it around top corner. Like, Michigan was just a place.
Yeah. So
remember when Michigan was a place?
Yeah.
Pepperidge Farms remembers.
Farm remembers.
Man, like, I remember the worst thing you had to worry about was if Buddy could dangle. And you were like, okay, now I just got to be patient if that fucker gets another breakaway. No, now you got to worry about if he can fucking keep the stick and the puck in the air on a string with the string being invisible and somehow you're on TikTok now.
So,
who fits
we'll come back
first? Sens or Matthews?
Definitely Matthews. So
my hat's gone now.
Said that right after your story. So this kind of relates. He goes, dude, I seen a kid hit a mishy 2 games ago. I seen a kid do a spinorama through the legs. For fuck's sakes, I was like, what the fuck? 11-year-olds doing this?
See, that's the issue. Like, I remember the biggest worry was Buddy has a hard slap shot. Buddy has a hard slap shot. Now it's like this guy somehow can play soccer and hockey at the same time.
Yeah. They're doing this because they see it in the show, though.
Yeah, it's because of that stupid always hockey Zach guy and the fucking Pavel Barber and it's friggin' bullshit.
It is kind of cool, but it's cool.
Really cool. It's really cool, but it's as a goalie.
So
yeah, shit.
So I'll play because I play defense, so I would have to defend against that as well. It is cool, yes. Would I like to see it in games? Yes. If you're pulling shit like that, though, you're gonna expect some old school guys, and they're gonna put you on the ice.
Oh, that sounds familiar, Dusty.
Yeah.
Sounds like something that happened during a game that we watched live.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only thing that's on Twitter these days, you notice?
Shadow even said that. Sis, I don't even see kids other than my 10-year-old take clappers anymore. Dying hurt. And it is.
Yeah.
Like,
no one does it.
Yeah, and that's what I don't know. I firmly believe. He says you got a rocket at least midnight height. So I firmly believe, man, you need a good shot from the point, especially in the playoff time. You take a hard shot from the point, and everyone crashes the net for a rebound. It kind of draws people into the net, right? Because you're not getting access to that net. They're going to try and keep you wide in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Clapper from the point can't hurt, especially on a power play. So
who would bring the best clapper to the blue line?
Who would I like to see? Not reality. Would never, ever, ever happen. The guy who just won the hardest shot. Cale Makar.
It's just funny because just earlier today when me and Cedric were playing Chow together, I was talking to him about how bad I would love to see Makar on the Leafs. But how it would never happen.
No, but it would be amazing.
It would be. But, like, at the same time, like, okay, where are you going to put him? Top line. Riley, top line. What kind of heart attack is that?
Well, it's a heart attack if you're in the offensive zone and the defensive zone.
Yeah, all the time. Heart attack. Yeah. Like, you think that's Morgan Riley, okay, in Leafs Nation, he's considered an elite level defenseman. The rest of the league might not say that, but he is. I think he's elite. Anyway, you got 2 elite level defensemen. I guarantee you at the end of the season, they're a minus. A hefty minus.
Mm-hmm. Charles said he wouldn't put Mo and Mac together. Probably not. You probably ideally wouldn't.
No, you can't.
No,
you cannot. But where would you put them?
I would move Riley down.
That's the only answer.
You're not putting Cale Makar in the second period.
No. He's not even an NHL defenseman, remember? Keith said. Look it up. He said
What,
he's
Riley?
higher than that. No, McCarr.
Oh, okay, McCarr, yeah.
He said that's better than the NHL. He said it like this, too.
Man, is it really a Leaf game if Sheldon Keefe isn't losing his shit? Like, man, he just loses his fucking mind every single game. Alright, so
Wow, that gave me a head rush.
Shadow said, I'm a stunned Dusty with this, but I think it's time to let Marner go.
What was that tweet I put up the other day? Something about getting rid of fucking Marner. Anyway.
I think so too, and I think JT as well.
JT and Marner, bye-bye. Bye-bye.
We've been saying that for a little bit now, me and you both.
Go kiss Connor Timmins and go LTIR for us. Do us a favor. Watch what we can do with 20 million.
Let's retool this team around William Nylander and Austin Matthews.
You could, and it would be a championship team.
Yeah, and Morgan Riley.
Core 3.
You do that, man.
Core 3.
Yeah.
You bring in one of an elite level goaltender. You bring in one of a stay-at-home, fuck you up, not let anything by defenseman, and you bring in one of a centerman who plays on the second line, who makes probably like $6 million a year, maybe $8 million a year, and then you win a cup. But I'm not a general manager. I don't fucking know shit.
I would look at those options. 100% I would look at that. But the thing is are you going to let Marner just walk in free agency, or are you going to...
You cannot imagine what you could do with that cat. You'd have to look at the free agent pool. You'd have to look at the...
Yeah.
There might be fuck all available, but even still going into that season, you would have that, right? Like you might not have Marner, but you have the money and you can make some kind of move.
So then that becomes okay, so what would hold more value? Marner walking in free agency with no assets but the cap space, or us having to bring on, you're going to have to bring back at least half the debt on that in a trade, at minimum. Like you're looking maybe even 3/4 of that, like pretty much $11 million cap space coming back to you.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're not just gonna... You don't want to trade Marner for picks either, right? Like, oh yeah, trade him for
a pick. Fuck no. Wow, I didn't even know that dog was there. Holy crap.
I could hear.
That scared me good.
Like that's what I really think they do need to start looking at that too, though. Shadow says I trade him next year at the deadline. See that depending on how they're doing, yeah. Said Matt Marner for a top 3D, a solidarity backup goalie, and a first rounder and a prospect. I would agree around those lines, yeah. Oh yeah, Shadow, you're right, man. That is, I don't think that's that crazy.
No, I say we do it.
He's not quite a 100-point guy, but he's like right there at the 100-point mark. So.
Yeah, we could bring in like 3 players that can get 80 points apiece.
Yep.
That's more in the long run. Don't make me do math, but
the math is math in here.
The math is mathing, kinda. more or less. But yeah, I say we do it. But the thing is, no, we're running it back next year. The year after that, run it back. Year after that, though, run it back. The year after that, run it back. And the year after that, I hope you're not fat and lazy. Run it back. The Brad Tree Living effect.
Raptor this shit and win his chip. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. We should totally
He would be,
do
man.
that. We can get a hold of Kawhi Leonard right now.
Yeah. I think he would be the DeRozan leaving, man. He would be the guy. Well, like DeRozan was very loved. I don't know. I'd say Marner's still very loved.
So,
right?
okay,
Like,
so at the time, Kawhi Leonard was like the best in the league, right? So we're saying Connor McDavid. So we just trade our whole team for Connor McDavid.
oh yeah, I wonder how that would work.
Well,
and then we'd be like he was in Edmonton.
the I've learned to just be disappointed with this team. So like, I feel like it would go exactly how we expect.
Yeah, the only running back the Leafs do is Keefe. Yeah, pretty much. Like, like we both know. I wouldn't just fire Keefe though. Like at this point now, man, you're not going to fire Keefe at this point in the season.
No. So we can have Guy run it back.
I don't think you're going to get that, man. I think Keefe is in the off season. I think Shanny's in the off season.
I think they all stay.
I think they'd be crazy too. I think they'd be out of their minds. But
I think that we need to miss the playoffs for them to actually do something that matters. And that you stop. This is not your episode. Get your milk and go. But yeah, I think in order to do anything like major, we'd have to miss the playoffs. And even then, I don't know, man. It's been this same old song and dance since Matthews was drafted.
Mm-hmm. Well, you do have to look at it one way, though, on there. At least Tree Living this year actually did try something different.
He did. He brought in some new bodies, and some of them are kind of working out. And, I mean, you can't even judge it on 70% of a season. It sounds stupid, but why not run at McDavid? Oh, man, Shadow, we just talked about that, Shadow. Well, that's what we want to do, Shadow. We're going to run for McDavid.
And he said, just saying, though, Dubas has ruined the Pens, and he has stats to prove it.
Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back. Dusty, I just sent you some dumbass stats with the Pens. Oh, this must be a Dubas thing.
Yeah. So he says the Dubas, the banquet, have fallen to a mere 3 wins in our last 10 games with 3 losses in a row. Penalty minutes, I think that is PIMs, 32nd, which is dead last. PIMs, against 27th, penalties 31st, majors 32nd, dead last. Hits per game 25th. Dubas has pussified and ruined his second NHL team. He probably thought Noel Achari was going to be enough in Pitt, which it wasn't, man. Like, as we knew, man, like you can't have just one guy like Bunting, right? Like,
No, but I would love to have Bunting back over Achari.
I would love that Bunting too. I do miss Bunting.
When they were, what are you saying? I heard that anyway. Especially when they were showing those clips of Bunting fucking up. Who was it? Someone on Philly when they ran at Matthews.
Yeah. Tyler
Like,
says he follows
that shit
closely, and it's hilarious. Yeah, because his wife is a Pens fan. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of wondering if Dubas is in with ownership though, and they're saying no, they want to see what they have, and he was like, okay, and kind of purposely made them bad so he can rebuild the team the way he wants to, like another shot at building what he wants to build without Shanahan.
interesting.
Crazy theory, I know, but who knows?
Conspiracy. I think you might be onto something.
Oh man, there's so many like NHL
Shanahan
shit,
to Pittsburgh confirmed. Shanahan to Pittsburgh confirmed.
Can you imagine?
Oh, that would be funny. They start wearing blue jerseys again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, that would be fucking crazy. Yeah, Shanahan to Pittsburgh confirmed. Watch it, book it. Simpsons confirmed.
No, I want to see a crazy prediction.
Yeah.
Shadow comes in with a huge prediction. I'm telling you, by the next deadline, Crosby, Malkin, and Letane won't be Pens.
Blow it up. Don't run it back. Blow it up. So the run it back is the Shanna plan. If this is correct.
No, what he's saying by next deadline, Crosby, Malkin, and Letane won't be Pens. So he's
I get that part. I get that part, but what I'm saying is Dubas isn't scared to blow up a core.
Like he wanted to do in the summer, rumored. Sorry.
Yeah, see, so it is the Shanna plan. Mm-hmm. That prediction, if that comes true, it confirms that.
Or crazy conspiracy theory of, I forget what I was going to say. Holy fuck, I'm stoned.
That's okay. This is a safe space.
Is it? Do I get a little safe space bubble?
I hope. If it's not safe in here, then that's news to me.
Malcolm probably goes wash. Letane retires. Crosby, Montreal. Ooh.
Crosby's going to Colorado.
I think so. I could see him wanting to play with Mac.
Yep, Mac Daddy.
Yeah. And throw like an ultimate party with McKinnon when they win the cup together. Man, that'd be scary.
Yes. Well, I'll be at the party on the East Coast. I'll report back to you guys. All right, you better be there. I know how to get there.
Glad you love the show. You said Dubas blows a lot of cores, If you know, you know. And then he goes, just kidding, love the show.
He blows a lot of core. Ha! Oh, I'm out of coffee.
Out of coffee. Okay, well, we're 45 minutes. We do got a little bit more to talk about. We'll talk about the third period now.
Yes.
So, Garnet Hathaway. What happened on the play?
What?
Yeah, they kind of get hemmed in their own zone in the third, and yeah, they go off the rebound. So the 3-2 goal. Can you hear me?
I can now, yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Good. Good. I'm talking about the 3-2 goal. So they kind of
Yeah,
got
okay.
hemmed in their own zone for a bit, and then got a shot off, and then they got it off at the Hathaway got it off the rebound.
Yeah.
So like you were saying like earlier, right? Like Sammy swinging post to post, his rebound control wasn't the greatest. So
It's just so streaky, I find.
And a second goal, like I was talking about, where like I said, they kept just like crashing the net and going to the net hard, and like I just think like Torts is just such a perfect fit for them there. Like
What he's doing is working, slowly but surely.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Bring him here.
Yeah. So and then even like the third goal, they create a bunch of traffic in front of the net and charged the net with a goal and buried it.
Especially when you have a goaltender that you know is like he's having a night where he's getting lost.
Yeah.
Create traffic and throw it.
Exactly.
Even if he stops the first one, you're guaranteed he's going to flop like a fish into a rebound that you're going to swing home.
Well, yeah, and it's like you don't see. I get like you're not going to see it all the time, but you don't see Toronto doing that.
No.
Like you never see Toronto crashing.
No, they're always cycling the puck looking for the perfect play.
Yeah. And
it's
that's
that new school fucking technical fucking fast yet
trying to create that lane, right?
Yeah.
Trying to cycle the puck around, create that space, and then eventually get that space and charge the net.
Yeah.
But if they all crash the net, then you're getting their whole team collapsing to the net, and you're getting that potential like screen.
Yeah, but if you're crashing the net, you might get injured or something. So we don't like that.
Yeah.
We don't like it.
I think they need that like slap shot from the point because your point guy can lead the way there.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Like, you see him winding up, everyone just starts skating hard to the net. So
but we don't really have guys that wind up and slap clappers from the blue line. No, we've got guys that like to pinch.
Yeah. But yeah, we don't have. Well, you're right. We don't have that. We need that.
Like the one defenseman that's kind of got that classic old school ripper from the point mentality is the only other defenseman that's dropping to block every shot he can, and he can't even play more than 3 games in a row because he's too old. And he's got hair like me.
Gio.
Yes.
I think McCabe might take the odd clapper.
Yeah, he's probably the only other one, but even he likes to fucking carry the puck deep every now and then.
He likes to skate it into around like the top of the circle and that one rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
McCabe he is a godsend. I do like the guy.
I'm loving him.
Yeah. Same with Benoit. That pairing,
they're a great pairing, man.
Great, man.
That's what you want.
You got to keep your head up in the offensive zone when those two are together.
Yeah, you do. So basically, we had that happen. So we're a tie game. So kind of obvious we're going overtime.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know about you, but I don't know. You've seen the overtime with this team. Like, I'm never really that confident going into overtime.
Nah, it's hit and miss, man. It's either we own the overtime and it's like 4 shots and it's in, or like we shouldn't even have showed up.
And I'm finding overtime now. Overtime's not as fun, right? Like it's gotten so defensive too, right? Where hold the puck. Oh, okay, I see an opening. Let's go and charge it.
Yeah,
Right, catch
pretty
someone off
much.
guard. Yeah. So we get to overtime. Pretty much, we just said, yeah. Liljegren skating up the ice, and I had to say, what a feed to Willie. Like that feed over to Willie, and Willie hitting that back and getting the OT winner. Like, great to get the win. 100% great to get the win. Don't like seeing them blow the 3-1 lead.
It should have been a 3-1 win. It should have ended like that.
3-1 win or a 4-1 win with an empty net, yeah. But like,
oh yeah, bitches love pulling goalies now.
We need to see some goals from other guys on the ice. Like Bobby McMahon getting a hat trick, great, man. But we still need more of those guys to produce.
Yeah, well, we had a night where there was a depth hat trick, and then the next night, all we had was core 4.
Yeah.
2 of core 4.
And don't forget, like I keep forgetting, like we are without a pretty significant piece in the bottom 6. Calle Ironcrook, man, has a big role on this team.
Yeah,
and being
he's
without him,
worked himself into that.
Him, man. Yeah, you do notice him now, like him not being in the lineup. I'm hoping he's back soon.
Yeah, really, it's like everyone's injured or sick or kissing girls they shouldn't be kissing.
I know. I was hearing that too. The mono spreading.
Yeah, I think Connor's got to stop kissing teammates. We'll hear about something going on in 10 years.
Yeah, probably. So, having said that, I think it's time.
It's time.
It's time.
Where'd you go? What the fuck? Well, all right. Well, I'm here. I don't know. I'm alone. Dusty just fucked off, I guess. There
we go. Sorry. I don't know what happened there. I hit the wrong button.
That was funny.
Yeah, it's time for
Player of the
game. Boom, 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 boom. All right. Oh. What we getting? Oh. The prime man.
That's my player of the game.
Austin Matthews with the 3.
Also, do you know how fucking hard it was to find this shit on the East Coast?
I couldn't even imagine.
I watched everyone over in there in the Ontario there posting pictures for a month before I found one of these bad boys. But yeah, Austin Matthews, player of the game. What about you?
I think I gotta go with McCabe, man. The way he's been battling lately,
his face looks like hamburger.
Yeah, taking abuse. That face has taken more abuse than Riley Reid's career. Like, it's bad.
Oh man.
Yeah. Like,
and he's still, man. Do you know how many people would be listed day to day with that?
Yeah.
And he's still making jokes in the pressers.
Yeah.
What a what a goddamn treasure.
I'm not gonna
He's the fucking.
No, I'm just meaning like what he was saying about the refs when they're asking him. Do you see that quote?
I don't remember that. No.
Oh, bro!
I just saw a snippet.
Asking about all the non-calls on him, and he goes, "I'm not going to comment on that. I'm just going to keep trucking."
Keep trucking.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man! Like, you know
that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I've never seen so much media coverage for a fucking suspension in my life.
Oh man, I'm so sick of hearing about that. Jesus.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. Okay. Oh, we did a
Holy
beep
crap.
boop again. We did a little beep boop again. Okay, so with having said that, it looks like we're having some internet issues. There's a storm here, so that could be why.
Oh shit.
So, yeah. All right, so Saturday we'll do a post game Saturday. No, watch along because I don't think I'll be
Sounds
home in
good.
time.
Sounds
And
good.
then I haven't decided. I know there is a game at Monday. It'd be at 2:00 your time. It'd be at 1:00 my time. I have
Okay.
we're going to Emily's parents for her birthday. We got the Saturday game is my family for her birthday. Yeah.
Okay. So Saturday it's all right.
Yeah.
Post game.
Post game or depending. I'm gonna see what time we're leaving. Maybe we'll do a watch along on Family Day.
All right, sounds good.
Let's see. We'll see what we can do then. All right. So until next time, everyone. Peace.
Peace out.
Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. Check out our social medias. We are now on Spotify and Apple